will always make you nervous. Because that just did so much damage. This absolutely... Hello everyone, welcome back to Cobblemon episode 8, in which I did get a total of over 2 stacks of netherite scraps, and I still have a bit more ancient debris to find the goblin trader to trade with. And I did go ahead, get good enchantments on everything, including my chestplate, set up a little villager area, and I have 2 infinity hems, both with potion effects. This one was for netherite mining that I did prior, in the prior filler episode, so it has the fire resistance potion. This one has regeneration too, and it gives me 4 seconds of regeneration every time I eat from it, which will be great for where we are going today, which actually is already tracked on this compass, and it's the ancient city. So yes, today we are going to the ancient city. And one thing I kept forgetting to bring up in these last couple of episodes was, if you guys want to see me catch a specific Pokemon in this series, just comment it down below, and when I catch it, I'll name it after you. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna quickly head on over to the ancient city. Also, you may have noticed that I didn't have a weather deflector by my base. It's because, frankly, the tornadoes were happening too frequently and the lightning strikes were kind of annoying, and there was no way to decrease, at least no way that I found to decrease the spawn rate of them, so kinda got rid of it. Yeah, I just kinda got rid of the mod. It was more just getting in the way. It was cool at first, and it was a joke that just kept on going and became unfunny. But in the meantime, I'll quickly head over to the ancient city and pop back in when I get there. Alright guys, so I should be right in the area, which is in a nice little beginning of a cherry grove. And yeah, I also got this thing leveled up quite a bit, so it ricochets between like 11 enemies and does a decent amount of damage. So, go for the skeleton first. Zombie. Forgot this thing has sharpness 5 now, so it does a good amount of damage. What did it just give me? Oh, knockback immunity. It's actually pretty decent, but I prefer my running shoes and bunny slippers. Other than that, nothing really useful here. Oh hey, centipede. That's one of the reasons why the shuriken's actually very useful. Great for a lot of enemies that are spaced out in an annoying way. Other than that, looks like this didn't really lead to the deep dark like I hoped it would. And we're deep enough to where I could probably just tunnel straight through. Well, at the very least, don't need to care about diamonds too much. Also, during that mining expedition, I did craft a void upgrade, and gravel and flint are on this, and I have too much of the other stuff, so gravel doesn't matter to me because I don't care to make concrete. We'll admit that concrete does look nice. Oh, that was quick. Now it's time for ancient city. Time for dealing with shriekers. And I'm glad they made it to where these guys don't set off the shriekers. It makes it so much easier. Simply because, well, as you can see, Pokemon do in fact spawn here. Which also means if a warden spawns, the warden does not ignore the Cobblemon. So the warden will still attack the Cobblemon and not leave until the Cobblemon that spawn continuously down here. Pretty much until they die. So wardens are kind of, if not permanent, then just very long lasting. Meaning you do not want them to spawn at all, unless you want them to. And this is one of the reasons. I forgot that equipping armor sets everything off. This is one of the reasons why you do not... This is one of the reasons why I prepared all this stuff to be very good. But other than that, there was actually a hardcore series where I decided to live in one of these, so I took out shriekers without any armor on, and the only time where it really annoys me is when they are buried inside of one of the buildings. Because that can happen. They can be under the, well, not under, but inside the building. Like the structure. Like on one of those larger areas. That's the middle, but When I get to, I'll point it out where they can actually be in the middle. Where it is. One should be good to break without causing noise. That one should be fine. Yeah. This is another reason why I did actually find night vision goggles. I think it was in a nether fortress I just randomly decided to explore. But frankly, I like the snorkel. I don't do much water travel, but it just kind of helps. Other than that, I do plan to kill a warden. Hopefully today. And primarily actually before we get the silent foot. Because it only drops if you don't have it unlocked. Meaning I could get them from the chests, but this is a guaranteed drop as long as you don't have it. Frankly, fairly sort of closed off-ish area. Well, not closed off, but open. Though my actual strategy for fighting the warden is simply just dig a hole in the wall and have it only hit you with the sonic attacks. Because it can only hit those so often. So I think I might just go ahead and do that. Plus I have the regenerating infinity ham, so it should be fine. And the silent foot should make it so much nicer. Yeah. Extra health does get ridiculously expensive. Because I have enough for one more level, but I want to see how the silent foot works before I max that out. Because one more set off and the warden gets spawned. This will always make you nervous. Because, you know, it's 500 health. Okay, it does a lot of damage too. I always forget how much damage exactly it does. Come on. Come over here. Alright, you have the nausea. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm in the hole. Is this a cheesing way of beating the warden? Yes. But does the warden hit hard? Equally yes, because that just did so much damage. I just need to keep attacking. Don't stop. Stop to eat some ham. This absolutely, I say, is a valid way of killing that thing, because that was not going to happen any other way. It is a skill, meaning it can be leveled up. Now what does it do? Decrease the radiant. Okay. Okay. It's not a you can't be detected at all. It's just you are much harder to detect. Time to see if I can max it out. Nope. I'll be honest. See if I can max it out. Oh, so now would be the time to test how far. Definitely hurt a lot, but there is also the simple fact of I can find them in chests too. Destroy this real quick. Okay, so I have to be really close to make a noise now. That is great. I can actually be a lot more free around here. That doesn't mean breaking these things is actually going to be any easier, because breaking them still releases the same vibration. Really. So really around corners and stuff I still would prefer to be careful. Though it doesn't look like there's any around here. Increase the skill, but other than that, it actually shouldn't be too difficult now. And it'll be especially useful if I get a decent amount over the max level, because then I can just decrease them for a bunch of experience. Primarily decrease the last level for a bunch of experience. And there is another thing in the ancient cities. Well, not ancient cities, but just the deep dark. If I can find it around. And that is something from Alex's mobs, actually. Okay, I thought I had a sneeze, but apparently I didn't. But yeah, it's something in Alex's caves, and it's not too useful, but it's interesting. Pretty much just once it spots you, it sets off every shrieker it can find, really. And it drops, well, drops something to make an AoE boombox. But that's not the use of it that I care about, I think. Also, I did add building gadgets because I got tired of placing a bunch of blocks by hand. I'm still waiting to find this tempad, because this tempad has like a 5-minute wait, 3-minute cooldown. this one doesn't. It's nice. Effectively just allows me to portal home quickly, portal back. Oh hey, Goblin Trader. I'll bring it back if I find anything interesting. Yeah, most Pokemon that do spawn here are just Shuppets, Mismagius, and Whismur, yeah. But I'll bring it back if I find anything interesting, or when I'm done. Alright, so I haven't explored everything, but I did get 2 more levels of the Silent Foot, and, well, as long as I don't walk on top of them, I don't set them off. And I also found Aquadashers, which allow me to like walk on water and presumably walk on lava so long as I'm sprinting, which that's fairly useful. And I do have a Silk Touch shovel, which one of the reasons I wanted that was so I could just pick these guys up. But one thing I did find out is Silent Foot does just act on everything, so if I just place down a piece of skulk, it doesn't activate the sensors, meaning... Wait. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so as long as I don't step on them, then I don't set anything off. Hey, forgot about the Glimmets. But other than that, all I found are some glowberries, candles, a couple other things. In which it's pretty much just running around, jumping, collecting loot. Which, to be entirely fair, is not that much from an ancient city. But it's something. Mainly Swift Sneak. But ancient cities, frankly, well, Alex's Caves is a lot harder than an ancient city. Oh, yeah, I already have a flamingo. And apart from that, I don't care about any of those. I already have the spatial sigil, which I haven't really found. I guess the best use it has, really, is just if you, like, fall off into some lava or something, you quickly use it. That's, like, the best scenario I could think of using it for. But other than that, not incredibly useful. There's enchanted golden apples. Just trying to see if there's anything more. Which, I do kind of want to do something with this ancient city, but I'm not sure what I want to do with it. Like, restoring it? Probably not, just because that in of itself takes so much deep slate, and frankly, this is Cobblemon. I do want to save certain things for other series. Ones that involve either Vanilla Plus with redecorating structures. I didn't expect that to happen. Okay, time to run. Though I don't think I set off the warden either, but it can still sniff me out. Okay, these two are just very good. An Echo Shark, finally! I can make a warden plushie now. Or the Beast Balls, which I don't even know if there are any Ultra Beasts. Actually, I guess there should be, but I don't know if they even spawn naturally. But yeah, like I was saying, do want to save certain things like restoring an ancient city for more like Vanilla Plus series when, because it will just be a when. It's inevitable that it'll happen. But with Cobblemon, I want to just do more Pokemon related stuff, which I just landed right next to the warden. So I will run away. Which I guess with the Silent Foot does technically mean you could never open this door. But frankly, I've never figured out how to open it, so I'll just bust through it, plus there's no loot on the inside anyway. But yeah, more Vanilla Plus series will be probably dedicated to automatic farms. Like, yeah, more automatic farms and just restoration or remodels of certain structures. Which I did need to. Okay. Actually, best thing I could probably do here is simply just break all those. Link cable. But yeah. Ancient City loot is absolutely great if you find it early game. But late game and modded, even mid game modded, it's questionable whether it's actually worth it or not. And frankly, even in a sort of light progression like this is, where stuff past vanilla is really just Axe's Cave stuff, it's not too great. Granted, I do have 2 stacks of netherite scrap, so it's not like I'm hurting for diamonds either, because of the dimensional doors. Which in that little filler episode, oh yeah, it's one of these that the Shrieker can be, like, say a couple blocks down from here or here, but just buried inside this, completely surrounded on all sides by, like, deep slate or deep slate brick. Horse flute. Actually kind of wanted this. So now I can actually take a horse with me. Granted, it isn't any faster than walking, but now I can get a horse. I seriously haven't found a Swift Sneak 3 book, by the way. And if you're wondering why I'm taking all the horse armors, it's because you can actually grind them in the crusher that Create has to get 1 to 4 diamonds. Well, not 1 to 4, 1 or 4 diamonds. In which... Wait a minute. I haven't found a single... Is it... Can you only Can they only generate in chests once if you don't have the skill maxed out? That's kind of interesting. I guess you can't get more than the max, like, sort of boot, yeah, silent boots. There's Swift Sneak 3 finally. Which, do I want soul torches? Nah. But I wonder if that is all. Which I will take a Shrieker or a couple. They aren't used for anything, but they can be interesting. If I get good enough armor. Like, the best armor in this mod pack would 1000% be the Awakened Supremium. 12 armor as opposed to Netherite's 8. So that's 4 more armor plus the augments you can add to it, which, you know, for different things can boost your health, give you night vision, absorption. There should be a strength one as well, in which, well, you can resist blindness, you can fly. So that's definitely something I want. Flight would be great. That's 4 other stars, which frankly, I do have looting, so I could fight the Wither the next episode. The only mildly annoying part with that is simply just getting... There's only... Oh, okay, yeah. there are all 3 tiers of strength for the sword. Which, yes, does 29 damage base, meaning no sharpness, no strength, nothing. It's only a little bit ridiculous. But frankly, could just wither skeleton essence. Because I did get a villager that has the soul harvester enchantment, I think it's called, which pretty much filling up those jars will take far less kills, because normally it takes about, because each kill is 0.5, so a wither skeleton jar would take about 16 wither skeletons, and that's per jar. Pretty much it takes a while, which, did I seriously already loot everything here? Man, it's a lot faster when you don't have to sneak everywhere. I thought this was going to take a lot longer, I'll be honest. I gotta figure out what to do for the rest of this episode. Yeah. Oh, the warden even left. Huh. I have been to ancient cities in one other Cobblemon pack, in which I could never get the warden to leave. Okay, there's one left at least. Yeah, I couldn't get him to leave. Potato recovery. Might make a potato cannon eventually. Guess that's this place completely explored. Kinda lame, I'll be honest. Well, there's a geode up here. Doesn't look like there's an actual, like, deep dark biome though. Also, you might have seen in the PC, in the time-lapse, if you watched it, that there is a Fuecoco in there. Yes, while I was in the nether, it was actually just grinding the... Oh hey, the armor trim. That's what I was forgetting to try and find. But yeah, while I was grinding netherite, I'd every once in a while pop up, just kill a bunch of pigmen. Which, there was just kind of a Fuecoco sitting next to me. So I just caught it, because now I have a Fuecoco and a Skeledirge. Meaning I had 2 Fuecoco. And no, I haven't found an Aerodactyl fossil yet. That's probably going to be the hardest member of the team to get. And frankly, I might just get a different Pokemon by the time that happens. So if you have any good flying types that aren't Psychic, Steel, Electric, Water, Grass, Fairy, Dragon, Ground, or Fire or Ghost, then it might just end up on the team. Because I do not really like having type overlaps. I am catching you. There's no question about that. Do I hit you with this? I'll hit you with a snarl. Hopefully you live. Come on. Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna yawn real quick. Ominous wind. I'm fine. I honestly didn't... Of course he sucker punched. But he didn't sucker punch when I yawned. Throwing Matang, he's level 30, so... But Spiritom's asleep. Which I should be able to just... bullet punch. Okay, that's not really gonna matter. Spin headbutt then. Of course you woke up immediately. And I forgot Ghost is immune to... Oh no, he's Dark. Dark's immune to Psychic. Alright. Time for Lantern. Who, well, doesn't resist anything he has, is very tanky. I might get a paralyze with... Might paralyze discharge? No. Stop sucker punching. Thank you. Yeah, I got the paralyze. Okay. And time to start catching. Yes. If it wasn't Ghost, I'd probably use it. Hello, Delude. And you're the same guy as before. Let's see. Do I have rotten flesh? Yeah, I got 20. That's coal. Don't care about coal. But either way, I will bring you all back when I figure out what I want to do left, what I have left to do, and, well, what I want to do for the rest of this episode. Alright guys, so I've decided that I'm just gonna hop from one structure to another, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have been screaming at me, get a shield, block all the stuff. Well, now I have a shield. It's called an umbrella. I just found it in a village chest. I did find a jungle temple of a village and one of the, well, actually a couple of the fossils from Cobblemon. So I got a Tortuga and a Tyrant, which I think I already had a Tortuga. Also, if you're wondering why I take my amphibian boots and flippers around everywhere, it's because, especially with Death Strider, instead of, you know, wasting time on rockets, I can just, well, first of all, I can just, with the elytra and the flippers, I can do this. Well, not with the flippers, with the flying fish boots, I can do that, but without that, I can just really zoom on by. So I think my next order of business will actually just simply be going through an ocean monument real quick. So yeah, I'll probably speed on through this real quick. I haven't perfected the layout of an ocean monument, meaning I don't know where everything is. But I did live in one at one point on a server. I guess it's not a guaranteed drop for the experience harvesting. It's a 33% chance, so you get one for, at the very least, you should get one for every ocean monument. Now, I don't have infinite water breathing, I just have regeneration. I'm actually gonna test that real quick. How well does this work against the Guardians? Okay, it works real well. That's good to know. Because frankly, Guardians are probably the mob I have not the most issues with, but the most trouble fighting. Ooh, I actually didn't expect to get one of these. That's nice. That's a 20% chance. Granted, I do have really good luck when it comes to finding these things. So, the last one I know is at the top of this thing. I also do kind of want to find a sponge room. Because you always want to find a sponge room. It's the law. Oh, time to fight this thing while drowning. Slowly. Did I get it? Oh, okay. I gotta find another one. And I am absolutely just going to mine through this while drowning. There we go. Alright. Time to go off. I'm going the wrong way to where I was actually tracking, which was a rooted pit, which I've never seen and was 5,000 blocks away from where I was when I started tracking it, so definitely far. This is, I think, one of the hydrothermal vents. But yeah, this is pretty much what I'll be doing. I'll just check in every once in a while in case I found anything. That's a fossil, probably one I already have, but see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I got a dolphin here, and frankly I just want to see how fast I can go. And they can't see me if I have the cloak on, but the cloak also gives me like a nearly 50% speed bonus, so put the cloak on after I get Dolphin's Grace, and let's go. Oh boy. Now that is some ridiculous speed. Well, that was fun. By the way, I've gotten a covert cloak, I found another gimme ghoul tower and a pillager outpost, so I got goat horn, some more fossils from our ruins, and that's about it. Alright, so I just decided to come into a lush cave and I killed a witch and got the alchemist skill. I've just barely gotten to this lush cave, in which that's a lot of lava. More so just wonder if I can find any fossil Pokemon, because I did find out that the fossil Pokemon just have a very low chance of spawning in a lush cave, meaning I can just find an Aerodactyl, which I find to be mildly hilarious. But other than that, that's about it. Alright guys, so I returned back from my trip. I got a couple fossils lined up, because I think this last little bit will pretty much just be time-lapse of me restoring the fossils. But I did get a couple things, Spore Talisman, all that stuff, a couple more seeds, a couple more baubles. I actually found out something kind of interesting. That's the simple fact that Gimmighoul technically has 9 different evolutions. Because I put 2 stacks of scrap into Gimmighoul for the little evolution thing, and every half stack you put in it, Gimmighoul can evolve. Meaning there are 8 stages of the netherite Gimmighoul that it can evolve into. Right now, you can see it's just at half scrap stash, so I put 2 stacks of netherite scrap into him. And he's about halfway netherite, which no, I will not be getting all of them, because that is just a stupid amount of netherite scrap specifically. Yeah, there's the Spiritomb, all the other couple of Pokemon. I haven't seen a shiny in a while. The last one I caught was either this Bunnelby or one of these Sentrants. Still got the Ditto and a Cyndaquil that I found. But other than that, I did go ahead and grind out some strongholds to get the Enchanter perk, not to be confused with the enchanting ability, which the only skill I have left is actually Mob Repellent, which is an armorer, so that would be annoying to grind out. But yeah, and I got experience harvesting from a different ocean monument because I killed the guardians, which it just increases experience gain from XP sources, which I did get rid of the Silent Foot because I don't need it when outside of places. Fast growth is just randomly applies bone meal, but the enchanter pretty much just minimal levels required to perform enchanting decreases every 4 levels of that, and the alchemist just increases speed of brewing stands. Apart from that, about all I got from those trips. Did sort everything out, in which coming along nicely. But the reason I have it laid out like that is because these 2 are interchangeable and these 2 are interchangeable, but you can't like combine these 2, because that's how the 2-part fossils work. I do kind of wonder, because I do actually have a additional mod called Gravelmon, which is effectively just a Fakemon add-on for Cobblemon. It adds a whole bunch of different forms and stuff. Like there's a sort of wind Squirtle that you can find, and I'm not sure how many other Cobblemon it adds. Oh yeah, I decided not to make it as automatic simply because it is too effective. I would need to scale it down and or figure out a way to make it constantly move so I can use the portable interface. Because while moving, this thing actually, I'm not sure if it acts like that. Because while not moved, it's the full inventory, but while moving, it is not. I'm not sure if it harvests it when it's not. If it's too full, it doesn't harvest it, or if it just doesn't register. Well, it doesn't show up the rest of it. Yeah, I think the rest of this will just simply actually have 4 of the 5 types, which the only one I'm missing is actually the Alex Caves that I like the least. I do not like the Forsaken Caverns, because I hate the stupid bats. But I think I'll go ahead and actually do these. This kind of looks like a weird Mega Slowbro. But yeah, I'll just go ahead, translate these papers. Because I don't remember how many are required. Let's see. New Cleaver. I do kind of know this because I have deciphered them, and I actually, let me see if I can pull it up on my second monitor. Because I do actually, where is it? Pictures maybe? I don't think I actually saved it anywhere. I think it's on straight up on. So ironically enough, there we go. Ironically enough, I do actually have like sort of alphabet. Still haven't found out what, if there even is a Q, but I do actually have an alphabet. Yeah, I'll use it. It's pretty much just the X is this sort of slash. It's really just finding the least common symbol, I guess, which in this one it would be Y, which is double lines, but just finding all the double lines, which, being as blind as I am, kind of difficult sometimes. Why can I not see where these are? Probably open up the Alex's Caves journal. Toxic Caves, in which how many entries? I'll say there's 4, so I'll make 5 more. So we got a sort of beaker, 7, backwards L would be beaker, backwards 7, L, hazmat. H is not all that common. Uranium. U is sort of just like a sort of square face, and R is just caves. So that's squiggles, and then candy cane. Squiggles, candy cane. Hazmat, another H. A hazmat again. Okay, I didn't even know you could get the same word twice in a row, which you are probably done. Nope. Caves. It should be just one more. So yes, while I technically have done Alex's Caves before, it doesn't mean it's going to be any easier, considering that it's done now. Especially considering, well, it's Alex's Caves. Alex's Caves is difficult no matter whether you know what's going on or not. Especially since previous I actually had better gear than this one, doing Alex's Caves. Hieroglyph. There it is. There it is. Melt, so it'll be that one. So with this I should... Oh, secrets? That's a thing? Okay. I didn't even know the secrets were a thing. That's what it adds. Yes, I know about Tremorzilla. And yes, I know about... Oh, I'm absolutely gonna build a dinosaur park because of the primal caves. That's absolutely what's gonna happen. Alright, so that was how many? Let's see, it was 1 to unlock that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 that I need to do for presumably each of them. Plus the one for the maps. Pretty much just check the first and last one of each column just in case it's any of those. This one isn't, so it's probably right there. I'll just quickly go through these. No more lower. I have the map, which that is thoroughly being stuffed right there. How are you coming along? Well, I'll be. There is actually a queue. Huh. Update my thing real quick. Okay, so it's just kind of like a backwards C with a dot above it. Good to know. There we go. Oh, you learn something new every video, I guess. That's not entirely true. Let's see. Yeah, I've just been quietly doing this. 'Cause I'm too blind to be talking while doing this. Alright, and that goes the last of the caves that I got. Let's see. There was one for the primordial caves, which was probably these two. Which... this thing is going to be difficult. Because the mod pack I used had the gravestone mod, so I had reach scrolls as well as like strength 4 for 10 minutes, regen for 10 minutes, reach for 10 minutes, and I still popped a couple totems. But I don't have to do the boss yet. I could technically make such a massive farm that I could go ahead and just automatically have a whole bunch of supremium. That is something that I can do. Just have such a large... so I also do want to do this. Which it will definitely be a wither farm that I do for this. Alright. That could be great. And this is all the stuff I got left. My first nether star might actually just be used to make the cowboy, because I'm very curious as to what it means. Which the second ones I'll probably use would most likely be for this. The flight augment. I really want to be able to make all this stuff. Which, this stuff, not difficult at all. Which actually, frankly, I might add botany pots. I might still do like the berry farm and all that automatically, but mystical agriculture is kind of a pain without it. And I just realized that because of the stupid dirt. Because I'm fairly certain I'll have to plant the seeds, tier 5 seeds, on the tier 5 dirt. But yeah, this last little bit might just straight up be a time lapse of the stuff. Might just, yeah, just model a little time lapse of, because I will probably do the primordial caves first, just because I absolutely love dinosaurs. Oh. Sweet, it does work. I was hoping it would, but I didn't know it would be to this extent. That makes these trades so much more worth it. Actually, okay. It almost breaks the bookshelf trade. So if it was 3 emeralds, then it would be breaking even completely. If it was 2 emeralds, then it would be infinite emeralds. Ah, there we go. Let's see. Oh boy. It's a soul siphoner. And I also got mystical enlightenment, which I will absolutely... Let's see, what is the essence sword? Unless it's just... because that means I could use a supremium sword. Oh my god, that's a lot of essence. I didn't realize how much essence that would be. But oh well. I do what I gotta do. And actually, I might just go ahead and XP candy the Rattata. Alright, let me just, this is probably faster. There we go. XP candy you. And what if you can craft rare candies? Oh, you can't. There we go. We are 47. Cool. Let me just check their moves. Do you have anything better than Snarl yet? Hey, your Shadow Ball finally. Which I think I'll get rid of. Round. I actually think Round is... Yeah, Round isn't actually, in fact, stronger than Snarl. Yeah, because that Yawn's useful. Which really should make a XP shares. Let's see. And I'll make 6 of them. Somewhere. Alright. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. Metagross is really what I need it for. Metagross and the Gabite. Which I did actually see another Gabite on my adventures, I just didn't bother catching it. Because, you know, I already have one. Look at that Anorith. It's not even done yet. Alright, so that's all of them having that stuff. Lantern would really be the only other one that would have a move. But it doesn't, as expected. And just to remind you, if you want to see me catch any specific Pokemon, comment it down in the, just put it down in the comments, I'll catch it, name it after you. Also give me some suggestions on what to do. I'm starting to lose creativity. Creativity that I really don't have. So yeah, it means my goals are currently, do I have a sign anywhere? I think I do. I'll write them on a sign just so I don't forget them. Yep, so my goals are to make a farm for every farm for Pam's. Pretty much make a farm with every seed and every fruit from Pam's. Catch them all. Dino. Alex's Dino Hall. And I think that's it for now. That's really the only long-term goals I have other than make house big. And that's about it. Which I'll make it. Where's my glowing ink sacks? There's one. There. Big, bright magenta. But yeah. That'll be it for this. That'll be it for this episode. Enjoy the little tyrant growth time lapse, I guess.